Welcome back to the Saturday Doobie Feature, the internet's first movie and marijuana show. And on this week's episode, we're talking about duck soup. Not the food.
I want some duck soup, though.
I think there's a Thai place around here.
They love duck.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Saturday Doobie Feature. I'm your host Justin, and today I'm very lucky to be joined by a friend and associate co-host, Justin Courtney from Canndescent.
What's going on? My name is Justin Courtney. He has me saving his phone as Black Justin, but we'll forget about that.
Black Justin 2.
Black Justin.
Black Justin 2.
It's cool if you want to save me as Black Justin. That's fine.
I just knew 2 Black Justins already, so.
Wait, you knew more than one Black Justin?
Yeah, it's a long story, college.
Oh,
Why don't you tell the people a little bit about what you do at Canndescent?
Fantastic. So I'm one of the minority owners of Canndescent, and I mean that in whatever way you're thinking. And today, I'm going to show off our vapes. So here are our ultra premium carts. We just launched these like 3 weeks ago. Amazing. Comes from our indoor top shelf. Yeah.
With the stylus pen.
Let's not forget about this. State of the art boutique style pen, right? Super discreet, has a top for sanitation. It's amazing. All of this is from Canndescent flower too. We are one of the top in the state of California, all indoor, all virgin.
We're gonna talk about duck soup. Duck soup, if you don't know, it's a story of the country of Freedonia in the middle of a financial crisis, on the brink of revolution. In order to gain a bailout from the wealthy Mrs Teasdale, the government appoints Rufus T Firefly, played by Groucho Marx. However, Mr. Firefly shuns the pomp and pretentiousness of government, along with the prudence and rationality of it too. Why not? Meanwhile, the neighboring country of Sylvania is plotting to overthrow Freedonia, sending Pinky and Chicolini to do something.
Yeah.
I guess. They're the worst henchmen in history, so I'm not really sure what they do.
I'm not calling them henchmen.
Because they're all in on it. So this is a Marx Brothers film. If you're not familiar with the Marx Brothers, there were 4 famous, right?
Yeah.
There was Groucho, Harpo, Huey, right? Huey, Dewey, and Louie. No.
Mr. Tibbs.
I think there was a Zeppo.
There was a Zeppo. He started a lighter business.
Here, tell you what,
later
let's light this up. Tell me about this Connect joint that you guys do.
Connect is my favorite, Justin. White Justin. It's my favorite. It's sativa dominant hybrid. It's sativa dominant hybrid. It just makes you really social. This one makes you want to find your wife and say, hey, you know those divorce papers? Fuck them. We're together.
Yeah.
And that's why I smoke Connect. And I smoked this before. I know.
See, this marriage.
White Justin is married. Black Justin isn't.
He just has the power rings.
You feel me? But no, I love Connect, and I watched this while I was watching Duck Soup.
Perfect for this movie. So why do you think? So you think it's perfect for this movie? It's not too psychoactive.
No, it's not that psychoactive. It's all body high. The movie itself is complete chicanery. So I didn't need for it to fuck up.
So it's weird, you know. I've never seen duck soup before. Please, we're starting the fun.
You know what?
We will talk more about my cannabinoid hyperemesis. We've cut down on the smoking a lot, guys, and it's been great.
That's a disease?
Yeah, well, don't worry about it. Watch last week's episode.
Can I catch it?
No, not for me.
Cool, so I can pass this. Okay, cool. You want to make sure.
If you catch it, you've smoked more weed than I have, and I'm pretty sure that's impossible.
Oh yeah, I'm right.
The duck soup, like if you look at the poster, you're not going to want to watch this movie, is what I'm saying.
If you're under the age of 80.
If you're under the age of 80 and you're unfamiliar with this movie, you don't even know that this is a great, speedy, classic comedy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. As a comic, as a stand-up comic, watching it, I forgot that it was filmed in the 30s, yo. In 1933.
1933, it's in the middle of the Great Depression. It's kind of considered a flop for its time. It was very controversial because this movie has a lot to do with taxes, big government, debts, and you're trying to like...
White people! That's just say it! It has everything to do with white people. It was just about...
They were the only ones allowed at the movie theater.
Yeah, this is true. Wait, there weren't any black people in that whole film?
Well, no, it was black and white.
Somebody had a black mustache.
Yeah, it did. And
somebody said we have a black mustache in the crew back here.
I watched it in HD too. And
I think that was Groucho.
You could see the paint from his actual mustache. That shit was trash.
So this whole movie, so it's only an hour long, which is a product of its time too.
An hour and 9 minutes. They got through so many bits.
Which is, and like, that's what we're saying. Like, I'm talking Mel Brooks level set pieces of comedy that are hilarious to this day.
Absolutely.
Like that intro scene is one of the best setups I've ever seen in any movie. The whole band comes in and the pomp and circus, they set it up perfectly too. The guy's like, I know him, he's never late.
Right. And he's like, hey, y'all waiting for somebody? He was black. Groucho was really black when I think about his mannerisms. Yeah.
Well, Groucho really was the first Rodney Dangerfield. He was really like, I see so much of The Simpsons in this movie. I see so much of South Park, the movie, in this movie.
Yeah. He opens up the film talking to a grown woman, telling her that she takes up a lot of real estate. He compared her to a building. He told her you were as big as a building. And then he asked her to marry him.
How much money do you have and do you want to marry me? Answer the first question, answer the second question first. I can't even be as speedy as he was.
It's disgusting how like on time he was with everything.
This movie was actually entered into the Library of Congress as a classic film in 1990. Like this is when they first even started doing it. Like that's it's a, what do you say besides classic? What do you call a movie? It's a landmark film.
It's timeless. It's timeless is the perfect way to describe
a timeless but landmark because there was no comedy like it before it, I would say.
But then that's why it was. You said it had terrible receptions. Well, comparatively,
because they were popular. The Marx Brothers had many This is considered now their most popular movie. But they had many releases. It was the same thing with like Abbott and Costello was the same kind of thing. Yeah. The Three Stooges. They were serials. You know, it wasn't like there was like you only had to have a trilogy of Marx Brothers.
That's what it seems like. It seems like you had to roll in threes. Like they had the big three of comedy back at that time.
Oh,
like,
I mean even trilogy-wise in movies. Like they're not limited to like The Matrix Reloaded.
Oh yeah.
They were like, let's pump out 40 of these if we can.
Think of the actual premise of Duck Soup. It makes it makes no sense.
Here's what's funny. I do draw a lot of parallels between Duck Soup and today.
As far as
Donald Trump being a terrible leader, just like Firefly. Like, that's what people say, like, oh, anyone who still defends this guy says, well, he just doesn't take government seriously, and that's why you guys don't like him. Well, that's what Rufus T Firefly did, but I can't tell when I'm watching the movie, is he Trump, or is he the guy that comes after Trump and has to fix everything?
No, he is definitely Trump, but he's Trump in a way that was like, yo, I just kind of woke up and got some shit. We don't have a background of how he landed.
Well, yeah, he had a small loan from his father.
Yeah, but we don't understand. Fuck, I'm talking about Rufus T.
I know.
We don't know what happened to get Rufus T in this position.
Who is Rufus T Firefly in this world?
In this real world.
Besides the clown jester, I mean, you know, like that's all he represents to me, but I don't know who he is in the world. They didn't have to worry about plot like that back then.
Why? Why wouldn't they?
Because most of the movies were silent and they would tell you on the screen, they would just have words, they would be like, he went outside to the park. And that was the plot.
The plot was just as basic in this film, though. What was the plan? Oh, we ran out of money. Let's ask my homie Sylvania if I can borrow $20 million. They were like, wait, we gave y'all because wait, the woman, she had already given them money, right? She said she'd given them half of her husband.
Teasdale.
Yeah, Mrs. Teasdale, whatever the case is.
Who is probably the killer of her husband, according to Groucho. It's like, that's how the movie starts. He's literally talking to her, and she's like, I just lost my husband. Oh, is that the excuse he's using? I was with him until the very end. Oh, well, no wonder he died.
He had every right to think that. I've watched enough episodes of Snapped to know that women above 5'8", they murder. White women specifically, they murder.
If your significant other, if you go through your Netflix queue and it's the Ted Bundy documentary,
that shit was
and
amazing.
Confessions and all that,
amazingly trash.
You might want to start considering therapy because there may be something brewing. Is all I'm saying. Like I have a feeling my wife like only went. What's up, man? Here,
are you sick for real?
Yeah, we got more black people.
Wait, but no. I heard I was going to be the only black.
First,
yeah,
the first ever on the show.
Well, we didn't talk about.
We had to get you here. We had to get you here some way. Canndescent's kind of like a big deal, you guys. We had to get him through the door. So
and wait, spring up another Negro, and he's taking large naps.
Did you watch Duck Soup?
Fuck no.
All right.
What do I look like?
Then we'll see you next week.
But
I'm gonna holler at you.
All right. Later. Sorry about that. It doesn't usually. He's usually here. So that
Yeah. How do I feel less black?
Isn't it
How did it happen that
you
fast?
should see me hanging out with him. I become Larry David.
I'm sure. I felt blacker sitting next to you. I'm like, oh shit, like I can go. Yeah, if somebody came in and was like, what's up, my nigga? I'd be like, oh, cool. But then when he came in, I was like, what did they say? What was that?
Okay.
I wouldn't even answer. I'd move.
It's okay. You should watch our. If you haven't seen it, watch our Black Panther episode. That was a minefield that we had to go through.
So I asked the question: is Aquaman white Black Panther? And then every Negro's like, hell no, there ain't no motherfucking Black Panther. White people were like, it could happen.
I don't know.
I could see it. I could see it.
Is Simba Lion Black Panther? I don't know. Listen, back to Duck Soup. I do like little great gags like Cipollini and Pinky are great silent movie gag tropes.
Yeah, but
Pinky's the big dabber in this movie. He's got that torch. He says he's talking about concentrating.
He walks around with an industrial-sized dabber.
Like he walks around with the OG torch shit.
A real dabber.
Let's concentrate.
He had to blow it out. He had to blow it out at one point.
He did. But they're like kind of remnants of the silent movie era that had just ended because it's 1933.
Yeah.
Which also, I think now is the time we have to come clean with the audience about I did not finish this movie. I got too high, and I got lost in a scene in this movie.
It's an hour and 9 minutes. How do you?
Well, I was about 10 minutes out, but that's the whole thing. So if you've never seen the movie, there's this classic scene where Groucho's doing this mimic with another guy in the. Is it Cipollini he's doing it with?
Yeah, but then Pinky comes into the.
Yeah,
all of them are dressed the same.
The point is, it's a silent movie. In the movie. It's like a mini movie in the movie, but it's so long.
It's the longest silent scene I've ever seen. And you just think, they lived through that. They had to watch films like that.
Oh, they were enjoying, well, that's why people loved it during the time. I'm sure
people
loved
I'm sure in the theaters, oh my God, look at this. And it's just like, because they hear nothing and they see this terrible miming.
So I'm smoking on some Turtle Pie Co. at home.
That sounds cute.
I'm smoking on some Loud Alien came through with some biscotti cake. Ooh. I'm higher because I haven't been smoking normally, Gotcha. So I'm higher than I've been.
Why haven't you been smoking?
Cannabinoid hyperemesis. I like to
take we're not going back into your mutant shit.
And also tolerance levels. It's great to bring your tolerance down so that you feel high. I said that to my wife the other day. I walked in and I said, I think I'm too stoned right now. She says, you say that every time you smoke now. And it makes me so happy. And it was a beautiful moment. I love you, Danny. And shout out to my wife. So I'm watching the movie.
Bro, buzzkill, bro. You brought love into the room. Come on.
Don't be jealous. See, this is the jealousy that comes out.
Ladies, don't forget.
Don't really.
Black Justin.
They say they don't want it, but they do. This guy wants to be tied down. Okay, I'm telling you, ladies.
Black Justin.
And he's got a great job. Okay.
Yeah, no, they love me. They love me, and I love them.
I love them. That joint was actually wonderful. We're going to get into some of this vampire mint I got from Turtle Pie Co. too. There's another dab here. We got a lot to go over. So Pinky and Cipollini are products of their time, but I'm super stoned. This silent movie scene goes on for... And I can't even say super stoned. I'm tripping stoned again.
Really?
Because I took a 10-day break. I'm just
really?
I took a dab of some Chili Verde live resin, found it on the Loud Alien.
Raw.
So dude, I was convinced that my soundbar was broken.
Right.
So I spent literally 10 minutes reconnecting cables, putting everything together until I realized that literally the 30s had parts of the movie that were still silent.
And that scene was like that long. It was really 10 minutes. And it wasn't even flush. They weren't cool. They weren't clean movements. They did the same thing back and forth for 10 minutes.
So if you're really stoned, if you don't fall asleep watching this at that point,
you probably will.
Don't start tripping out.
If you're
this is my warning to you. It's okay. The sound comes back after a while. And the movie ends with like a food fight, basically. That's all it is. Literally, all this war, all this shit, they just start like throwing fruit at each other, like a high school
they started throwing food at that woman.
You're not gonna clear this?
Jesus Christ, I gotta go to work.
I thought that's what you do. Listen, they say if you love
ladies, I'm a man. I'm still a man. Don't let that fool you. I got sensitive lungs.
They say if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life, and I believe that. I think right now is the perfect time to get down to our Marijuana Minute. It's our brand new segment, and we're going to talk all about Canndescent. Oh my God.
See, that's how stoned I am. We put it in the mind.
We're going to talk all about Canndescent. right now.
What up? I'm Justin, and this is the Marijuana Minute. We're going to talk about Canndescent and why we use the effects-based system that we use. So we saw that the industry and the culture of the industry forgot about how we want it to feel. We started to get focused on names, and that means absolutely nothing. It tells you nothing about the high. So why not we just take all the names out of it and ask ourselves, how do we want to feel, right? We have 5 different effects. We have calm, which is our full-on indica. We have cruise, which is our indica dominant hybrid. We have create, which is a 50-50 hybrid. We have connect, which is sativa dominant hybrid. And then we have charge, which is our full on sativa. Each one does something completely different. We give all the specs on the flower as well as all the ingredients. It's all organic, it's all indoor. It's also virgin. Nobody touches the buds. No one handles the buds at any moment. You're the first person to when you open an eighth of our flower. So, as the top selling brand in California, we thank you for your purchases. We're grateful. Go out, buy Canndescent. But let's get back to duck soup.
Well, hope you all enjoyed that Marijuana Minute. Thank you again, Canndescent, for all the wonderful info, product, potency, all of that. Thank you very much. What I think to wrap up, I think it was a funny idea. Like, they have that scene where Firefly gets in the car. And His Excellency's
and he
car.
Gets left.
But he just goes in a circle and comes back.
Yeah.
Like, I imagine if Universal Studios was open in 1933, they would have His Excellency's magic car ride. Just kind of ride. You literally just ride around in a circle because it's the 30s.
Right. This is a building.
Yeah.
Another building.
Wow.
Oh, that same building we
ride
just
was
saw.
so immersive.
Oh, jeez.
What are the rides? I think there'd be the Buster Keaton fall off a building experience. The Charlie Chaplin, instead of the Waterworld show, it's just a Charlie Chaplin impersonator, dancing on stage.
No, didn't they mistake Charlie Chaplin for himself? He lost in the Charlie Chaplin contest. You know that?
So maybe some days, on special days in the 30s Universal Studios, the real Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah, maybe he was
did
working
the performance.
Right.
You didn't even know.
He was the guy. He was the fast track guy. He was the guy you got to go see on the fast track line.
Yeah.
The one that hates his job.
Give you the pass.
Yeah.
The one who scans you in.
I'd fast track to see Groucho Marx. I'd come to that ride.
And that's what we want to say. Fast track to see this movie.
Yes, please.
If you haven't seen it, Duck Soup, highly recommended. We want to thank you guys for watching. Check out some of our other episodes. Please share with your buddies. Share with your friends. I'm Justin. Find me these places. Usually they put our names and stuff.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Black Justin? Is it going to say Black Justin?
No. That's just here.
Just here?
That's just here.
In the minds of whites. Dangerous!
Not in my heart. In my mind. Okay?
Unity.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed that, we got some other episodes you can check out, even right here below.
Yeah, also, subscribe, like, comment, share this. Make us famous.
And hey, stay safe, stay high.